trains men, organizes units, and equips them for air combat operations. The commanding general of the Army Air Forces is assisted by a staff organization which develops the policies and controls aimed at setting up effective air forces. To meet the requirements of modern air warfare, our air forces are built in large, comprehensive units. The typical task air force, composed of 27 combat groups, has 1,750 planes. The planes are organized into squadrons, squadrons into groups, groups into wings, and the wings into command. The fighter command includes a single-engined and a twin-engined wing. The bombardment command carries out air operations with both medium and heavy bombers. Air support cooperates in ground fighting. It has a light bombardment, a dive bombardment, and a troop carrier wing, as well as an observation group. The Air Service Command, essentially a ground force, provides supplies, equipment, and repair facilities to the other commands. The principal attached services are located here. Attached to each Air Force are 3 squadrons, 1 mapping and 2 reconnaissance, which constitute a photographic group. To build these air forces, men must be trained and materiel secured. This is the job of the commands, which train pilots, mechanics, and troop carrier personnel, procure planes, test them and provide ground service, and finally transport units and air cargoes all over the world. The training commands maintain schools all over the country. This September, 159 flying training schools graduated 7,300 pilots and other crew members. In the same month, 120 technical training schools turned out 27,500 technicians. All this training takes time. These men have been carefully selected. Even with this fine human material, it takes 36 weeks of hard work and study to make a pilot. Once accepted, aviation cadets are ready for pre-flight instruction. Then engine instruction in primary schools, civilian operated. Here, too, they get the first taste of flying. Later, basic training at Army schools with military planes. These planes are speedier, harder to manage, especially when formation flying is to be mastered. Finally, advanced training. Perhaps the cadet is to become a fighter pilot, or he may be assigned to a bomber pilot school. He starts on the twin-engine bombers, and after hundreds of flying hours, the bomber pilot will be ready to fly the 4-engine giants, the capital ships of the air. A bomber crew consists of pilot, co-pilot, and a bombardier who has spent 12 weeks learning precision bombing. A navigator guides the plane to the target area, and after the bombardier has released his bombs, gets it back to the field. The guns, too, must be manned. Gunners also specialize in radio or air mechanics. After individual training, the men are assigned to operational training units, which comprise the 2nd and 3rd Air Forces. Squadron staff officers will be sent to the recently reactivated tactical school to learn the lessons taught by this war. Ground crews are trained by the Technical Training Command. The crews include machinists, metal workers, welders, armorers, parachute riggers, radio, bomb sight, and carburetor maintenance specialists, electricians, instrument and propeller mechanics. At Wright Field, Ohio, at the Central Procurement Offices, specifications for planes are drawn up and orders are placed with civil manufacturers. In the experimental laboratory, engineering tests are made on plane materiel and equipment. Lessons learned here are embodied in plane manufacturing. Tactical testing by the Proving Ground Command is done on new planes taken from the production lines. The Air Service Command is responsible for operating air depots and for maintaining and distributing aircraft equipment and supplies to air units both within and without the United States.